Hello, and good thing I was talking away and nobody could hear me. So, welcome to our first day of winter. Can you believe we're so close to Christmas? It's just around the corner. It just doesn't seem, it's surreal. It does not seem real because this year has flown by. And as you know, we've been busier than ever at Country Craft Creations. So, one thing that I did slow down on because the other paper companies, hey, we got to give them a chance, right? They really caught up on their simple stories. Can we just say they're knocking it out of the park? So, um, we had a busy year celebrating our birthday. So, paper collections kind of took a back seat, but don't worry. Next year, we have some new, fun, amazing things happening. And I'm going to show you what I threw together just to show you the new paper collection called Winter Magic. And I'm going to show you some really fun things that go with this from Simple Stories. Simple Stories also has a beautiful winter line, and it just paired beautifully with this. The sparkle of the glitter paper from, and there goes the dogs that we carry because they really stepped it up last year. Craft Perfect, and I'll be showing you all their fabulous colors that go with it. But for I just made a quick folio last night, and again, you're going to see some elements. These are the Simple Stories elements. I'm going to show you more detail in this video, and so it's called Winter Magic. Great to use for your January or calendars, whatever. This is just going to be a super cool collection. And there's that snowman. So I took him from the 12 by 12. You'll see the size down in the 8 by 8. And again, Charlotte's going to serenade us as we're doing this, right? And again, journal spots from Simple Stories. And look at the deer. I mean, did it look like we just coordinated or what? Because I was shocked. It went so well. Now, I am going to do this little folio as a tutorial. If you guys want, it comes together real quick. Doesn't take a lot of paper. Again, I'll show you the Simple Story elements that went beautifully to dress this up. Now you'll still get your die cuts with my papers. I'll show you those, but I used those instead. So I took my 4 by 6 cut aparts and I left them intact. So there's our Winter Magic. I left it intact and then photos on the back. And I just went over and inked it with the Alt-New. I think I went with a gray. I used our Alt-New Evening Gray. Now, one thing you're going to notice, we're changing out inks because I know a lot of you just adore the Tim Holtz lines, but I'll tell you, I did too. But once I used Alt-New and Catherine Pooler inks, I am never going back. I don't know what it is, but you can even tell the pads are different. So they really outlast. See, they're just different. It's a different material. And then, so we are getting in, and you'll see there's refills for these for the Catherine Pooler inks. I'll be getting in tons of the new colors as we move into 2025 with new product. Loved the Evening Gray with this. It went so beautiful. And I used the light blue, our baby blue artisan cardstock, the baby blue. And then I used all my little cut aparts. And then you have a pocket here. And this is the lay flat pocket. Again, that's the foam. It's perfect, you guys. When I saw it and when we got this from print, well, I knew the colors, but I didn't realize how well it was going to go. And then our snowman and our bunny. So one thing we have out here is the Great Salt Lake, and we have Antelope Island. And we do go down because they are winter bunnies. And the snow, what do they call them? I can't remember. But so we can get some pictures of them and put in here. So you have these lay flat pocket with that. Then I just did a closure for a vertical waterfall. But I left it long because I had to have each one of my animals. This came from the 12 by 12 sheet. And then again, I'll show you the My Colors cardstock that I've paired with this. And it will be on the website. Also in the description, the colors, because I gave them to Tanya yesterday. There's our little fox, and there's that deer again. And I had to get our owl in there. Okay. Journaling photos, just a really fun winter album. Now you could make a whole bunch of these folios, especially with, I'm starting a project too with the G45 seasons. So you can make one of these for each seasons, but you're going to definitely, you can use my papers to make one for each season. So that's going to be a fun project. And again, this is from Simple Stories. It just paired beautifully. There's my favorite little deer that we put on this collection. And let me show you how the Simple Stories colors just amazing with this. And oh yeah, please read Tiffany's comments, especially because if you you need to join Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations on Facebook. That's where we post, and Tiffany posts, and you guys get it all first. So right now, the link for the paper collection will be posted on Scrapbookers. So if you are a member, you get it first. Now, remember, a lot of you are new to our paper collections. And not only is the paper made right here in the U.S., the designs are made right here in the U.S., and we print right here in the U.S., right up the street. We help another little business. I don't print overseas. I don't do anything. That's why it's always exciting when we have elements from other paper collections to go with this. I'm going to show you some fun things. Now, you could also pull my Christmas at the end. There's going to be some that will mesh up with this really well. I didn't have Christmas at the end with me, and I wish I had. Now, you're going to love this, the way it printed on this vellum, because I print on 67 pound. Yes, it is 67 pounds. I've had people question me. It is vellum. It is a cotton vellum paper, and it's just beautiful. Well, let's get started showing you the Christmas collection, shall we? And it wouldn't be one of my shows without me saying, and where did it go? My husband was down here with me. Oh, I left it sitting on the other table. You know my famous words. Where did it go? So one thing I want to show you, and we have lots of this in stock, and I'm sorry about the noise. I'm going to be very careful, I promise, so it doesn't make a lot of noise. Okay, the felt artisan brown. We have plenty of this in stock, but it is felt. It's not the linen, but it's going to look gorgeous with this too. I use the baby blue. Now this one does only come, we made it in smaller packs. There's a lot of crafters, they just like to use it for matting. It is textured felt on one side and smooth on the other, but you're going to want, you can make an album with this. Yes. All right. Actually, this is a package that's going to Tiffany. So I'm going to show you hers since I cut into mine. I won't cut into yours, so I promise, Tiffany. Okay. And if you're new to Country Craft Creations collections, let me show you. You get 3 sheets of the main paper collections. We're going to put that right there. And I print mine in, I can print it in any size I want, actually. But I go with 12 by 12 and 8 by 8 because those seem to be our most popular. So first I'm going to show you the collection. Then we're going to go through all the different coordinating cardstocks that will match. So here's our Winter Magic. Again, you can fussy cut these out. That's why they're put on the front. So you can hand cut those out and use them if you like. Now you're going to get 2 sheets of these. And now I'm trying to get back to where we can, I own the die that will cut these. Problem is the hydraulic machine is still not working, and he's having a hard time getting parts. So we have some good tutorials. I believe Jacqueline has one and Jennifer has one. If you have a scan and cut, you can cut them very easily on there. And if you have, even the Cricut should cut this now. And on the back, you're going to have those beautiful blue snowflakes. Oh, it will be live after the video. Okay, I'm very sorry, guys. I jumped ahead. They did show it on Insta. It's been shown on Instagram, but it will be on the website right after my live. So now you have to sit through and watch this. Look at this squirrel. Oh, the precious baby animals. So maybe you have a baby due this winter. Adorable baby album for a winter baby. And you get 2 of the cut aparts. I just do 2, but look at the back. Kind of that starry night when the stars and the moon are just glistening off the snow. So that's on the back of both of these. And then you do have your these are 1 inch. So you know exactly with my collections, exactly what you're going to cut. Those are 1 inch. And there is our bunny. So see, you have 3 sheets. My favorite. Now this is what I use. I use this on the inside of the book a lot because I just love. I use this one on the pocket. So that's our winter wonderland there. Yeah, Tiffany is right, because once you see everything that's going to go with it, you're going to say, I got to place another order. I got to place another order, because you're going to want everything that matches. Wait till I show you. Now, here's the one I used on the waterfall. I just used my 12 by 12. And we have all of our babies and our owls. Again, you have 3 sheets. Then we have that beautiful sparkling gold snowflakes. And our snowman. Everything that's just super magical about winter. And we have the plaid on the back. And it matches the scarf. Yes, there's Molly and I do the designing. What happens is Molly then takes it and puts it, we go through and design the background, the images. And then she goes through and she does the formatting and all the important stuff for the printer for me. These are all done right here in-house. There's Molly and myself, and that's it. Isn't that beautiful? When I started, and the bee house was my first, I did that. In fact, I was doing that as I was in a Zoom with some of our designers. We had a group, and I was doing the bee house as we were talking some of it and moving images and shadowing. And that came out 8.5 by 11. It was the very first one we did. The whole intention was bee house was just going to be used, period, for our spring virtual retreat. It was like our only second one we've ever done. And it just went crazy from there after COVID hit, and I had time. I had so much time. The dye, I don't have any dyes available today, Julie. But now then we went and opened a store, a brick and mortar here. Many of you have been there. We opened the store, and then we did more events and kits. And I just, I had to say, Molly, here's our designs. This is what, let's do this. We brainstorm, and then we go to work. More of that gorgeous plaid. And there's our little, we call him our Hooper owl. Actually, we have these owls out here. Many of you probably do. We have a couple of the winter owls that will sit on the poles. If you're out early enough in the morning, you'll see them out there in the horse pastures. Pretty cool to see. This one's my favorite. It's one of my favorite. I just love backgrounds like this. Just love them. And then the cotton Bristol, it gives it kind of a textured. It's not too heavy. So this is ideal for things like even junk journals, because it's not going to be too heavy. If you get too heavy, which I do love some of the other papers that are heavy, you'll see I used the Prima one for our New Year's Eve, and it was heavy because it made the folio super heavy. But if you go too heavy, not only does it bulk up your album, but it can be hard to work with. So that's why we kept it where we did at 67 pounds. There's our cover sheet that you saw on Scrapbookers. The whole idea about this one was, you know, layouts are getting pretty big. So you can just cut around the houses, pop your little layouts in there, which I'm going to do. And I mean, I don't ever really display I just make them, and I don't know what to do with my layouts because I'm not a layout person. But when I'm inspired, like I was with Simple Stories, it's easy, especially when you just take your X-Acto knife around the houses, make your photos there. Then you can put some of the Simple Stories embellishments that go with it. And it just really is an easy layout for winter. And there is our gold Christmas trees. And the polar bear. He's so adorable. He's a baby. These are all babies. And that's what I used on the back of my folio. Yeah, you can just frame that also for a winter photo. Put some words on the bottom, and then it's ready to go. Okay, so let's take a look. I love the 8x8, but my folio was 8.5. So that kind of gives you an idea. See, it is a vellum Bristol, a cotton vellum Bristol. It has a little transparency, but when you ink that, so I don't print the back of that because it's also great to just use if you want it for picture matting. And there is 8x8 cut apart, size down, and that one just kills me. Look at the look on his face. That's how Wilbur looks at me when he's not getting what he wants. Smaller snowflakes, of course. Now your cut aparts, of course, are smaller. These are down to a 1/2 inch. And there's that beautiful background. So for me, that would be just really pretty. You know, the Christmas Eve. Have any of you watched the stories where the animals start talking at midnight? It's called Annabelle's Wish. And there was another one, the farm animals start talking. Go out on Christmas Eve and just have that layout for that in this background with the star. It'd be so gorgeous. Again, if you like to do 8x8 albums, this will fit in the Doodlebug, their padded envelopes, not their new 6x8s, but their 8x8s. This will fit in their sleeves. Okay, 3 sheets of our bunny. There's those babies. Oh, does she? Rhea, Annabelle's Wish. I watch that every single year. And then I would tell my mother, she'd say, animals can't talk. I said, yes, they can on Christmas. And our snowman. And that wonderful plaid. And we have Fox out here too. I know many of you do also. We have it right on Hill Air Force Base. It's crazy. I drive to get my husband from work sometimes, and there'd be Fox running all over the base. Yes, you're going to see. And then also, yes, you need the metallic pens, the gel white pens, the mirror paper. Now, yes, the shaker balls from Doodlebug work with this, and they have the gold enamel dots that are my favorite because they're so shiny. They go with this. And I'm going to show you all the pretty paper in just a minute. We're going to make Tiffany's head really swim. Isn't it beautiful? There's our little 8x8 signature page. Again, you could just put winter across there. I mean, it would just be gorgeous to hang. And our baby polar bears. Okay, let's look. Let's look. Because it's a lot. It makes more sense. First of all, I don't need the cover sheet. Okay. Like I said, last night I used the Artisan. Let me just get it out of my garbage. Now, my garbage is clean, guys, just for paper. And I don't wrinkle it. I mentioned that before. That way, if I need a piece, I can just grab it. Otherwise, it goes straight to the garbage. I'm going to take those guys off. This will give you a better look. But there's the Artisan Blue. And it's called Baby Blue. I wish we could get Baby Pink, but we still can't. So that is what I use for the base of my book. And I tried to use a couple of colors so you could see how awesome it is. And then Tanya did list these colors on the website. Okay. I won't use it, Tiffany. So the first one that I put with it, and I did this on the inside, was Daylily. These are all going to be my colors because it's those dots. Can you see the dots? And it gave it some texture. So it's white, but it has that. It looks like it's already embossed, and it's Daylily, and it was wonderful with this. And then this is our copper penny. No. Yeah, the gold. Yeah, this one's the copper penny, and it's 8.5 by 11. Now this one is heavy. It is 100 pound, but it does. You can't really. You can. Well, yes, you can score this one, but it is heavy. But look at the copper penny with that. The denim blue would, but we don't have any more denim blue in stock, Tanya. Remember, that's one that's been discontinued. So I don't carry it anymore. So I'm just going through and I'm going to show. There were so many colors, guys. And this one is called Sky. It's everything, like I said, my color Sky. Gives you a little bit of a darker blue. Oh, I don't think anybody would. I don't know if anybody would buy those. Oceanside. So there's our Oceanside, which gives it a totally different look. Or you can also triple matte. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So Sky and Ocean Blue. No, Oceanside. So let's go into some of like our bunnies so I can show you those. So I also pulled a Sandy Beach. So pretty with that. And don't worry, Tanya got these all online. Now oh yeah. So for instance, we'll get to the glitters too. So you might want to add something that has somewhat of a shimmer there. But I chose this one, which is Sapphire Sparkle. Oh, that little girl. No, that's Homer up there barking. So we've got a Sapphire Sparkle, or if you like the lighter. So what I kind of did was dark light. Yeah, soft blue. And it is a shimmer from my colors. So you can do some double matting here. Now, if you really want to go crazy, you could do a triple matting and add that brown in there. Or, and I'll give you these colors in a minute, but look at this. This is where your gold comes into play. Isn't it gorgeous? And we'll get into those colors too. And then for another shimmer, if you like the lighter colors, we have Polar Bear. Is that not perfect? Polar Bear. We'll bring out some of that white. Or you can bring out some of the white of your snowflakes. See, it just kind of changes the feel when you go from the lighter to the darker. And you just never know. So you might have to pick up all these colors. I mean, there were so many. I had to stop. Okay, blue chip, because it went more with, let's move that beautiful page. It went with our darling snowmen and plaids. So this one, the blue chip, again, has a shimmer. And then if you want to bring in some of the lighter, this is the Artisan Baby Blue. And just layer that up. It's so pretty. Okay, so that is the Artisan colors that go with it. Not the Artisan, the My Colors. This is the Artisan Baby Blue. Let me just set that over here. And let's get in to these colors. Okay, so this one is Gold Dust. And I use Gold Dust a lot on my album. This is what I used here. Used it on the back so you can see how well it goes. And you get 5 sheets in here. So there's our Gold Dust. Now, this one is one of our, they're kind of newer that we've had them. They're called Pearl Essence. I want to show you this. If you remember when I still have some in stock. This is like our Artisan, the gold, and I had the gold, the white, and the cream, but they're not making it right now. So I grabbed the Navy Dazzle so we can have the shimmer and then the glitter behind there. Isn't that pretty? So let me move these two guys and show you. So it's the Pearlescent card. And these are so affordable. You get 5 sheets. So you're going to get more than one project out of these. And they're 8.5 by 11. They are 92 pound. But you know, it really doesn't feel, well, it does. But it gives a folio a really nice, it really gives it a nice, I can't find the word. It gives it a nice, it bulks it up and makes it sturdy. There we go. So let's look at some of the mirror. Let's look at this honey gold. So I pulled a honey gold, and this one is called Blue Cashmere. Now, I love the honey gold. It's not, it says it's a mirror, but you know, it's got kind of a brushed finish to it. See that brushed finish? It's not quite as shiny. And then you get these two together, and then you get those snowmen on here, and you're like, oh, it's gonna be such a gift. It's just gorgeous. Is that not gorgeous together? So let's take these two colors. And I'm going to reverse these. And you may not want all this matting, and that's okay. But let me tell you, on the cover, you're going to want it. Look at this. So we're going to go blue, honey gold, and blue, and then our owls. So stinking pretty. And then you turn it over. And wow. The cashmere brings up the lighter blue. Yes, I do think she is going to explode. So again, honey gold and blue cashmere. And then for those, if you like a little bit deeper gold, this is the Harvest. Yeah, and look, it's only $3.49 for a package of 5. $3.49. Now you get to see my camera here. And let's bring out, are you ready? Oh my gosh, look at the cobalt blue. And it's not much more. I don't think the glitter is much more than the others. Sorry about the noise. Tiffany has been waiting for this. It's been like every day. Are you printing it yet? Has it gone to print? Are you printing it yet? Have you printed it? No, Tiffany, we're working on it. She's been very anxious. Well, no, let's go to our, no, this is polar bear country now. Let me show you. We are going to come back to him. Yeah, I've been very excited about this one and for us to get it done. So we have it for our winter photos. Look at those. This paper screams glitter and mirror. You've got to have, you just do. You're going to have to, that one won't go. You just have to have, look at it just sparkle like the snow. It's like when the sun or the moon's out, full moon, and it's just glittering on there. Is it not just gorgeous? Yeah, this is the cobalt blue, but you're going to want to pick up, that's what I mean. That's why we didn't make it live yet. Sugar crystal. Look at it, and look at it glisten. Look at it just glisten. Polar bears playing in the snow. Isn't this gorgeous? So that is why, let me put our little polar bears here. I wanted to show you, if you are a layout person, and you like to double match your photos, I would probably take a blue, like I mentioned, where I would take, probably go across here, tuck it in, make a 3x4 for your photo layout, cut out around your houses, pop that in, and then have your white cardstock. Isn't it gorgeous? Now, when I used, let me show you, I used this for the cover. And because this was 8.5, so I cut from here for my houses, put this on the cover, and then that one is that first blue I showed you called Navy Dazzle. I'm going to show you the fun stuff from Simple Stories. So I'm still going, guys. And there's our snowman. So he'd be on the inside. Still, I could put a little photo. Probably wouldn't, because I just want that to show. And then behind the polar bear, I used the dots from my colors. But you'll see I tried to put the blue, the gold, and use some of it in here. And it really makes for a heavy folio. Alice, yeah, she'll link it, but also Tanya has put all these colors on on there for you guys. Now, one other thing we're going to do, now you may, yeah, now let me tell you this. So that is the colors from the Craft Perfect, but I also want to come back to the seam bindings, the ribbons, and we are actually next week. So orders, orders are going to go out Monday, Tuesday. So orders might be a little slow. It is Christmas, but I did go ahead and we're going to put together our ribbon packages. So the first one that I chose while we were in there is our little pom-pom. And I did mean to put it on this folio, and then I completely forgot it, because you're going to want the white pom-pom ribbon. It's the mini. So if you pick these up now, because okay, I'm going to try and do this as a tutorial. Like I said, it's an easy little folio. You guys can make this in one sitting with me. So that is the white pom-pom. But if you want to go more with the ivory one. See, it goes with your gold. I hope you guys can see that okay. So that's the ivory. No, this is just a brand new paper line that's going on the website today. So here is our medium blue seam binding. And this one that I used on the cover is the beige, because the beige has a gold tint to it. So medium blue, beige, and then this one is that royal blue. Gives it some contrast. And then I put, this does have black on one side, but if you want to go silver with the blue, and the black is just fine, especially if you're going to use a black cardstock. I thought that silver was just gorgeous. This is that satin two-tone. And we are going to be putting some ribbon packages together to match. This one's my all-time favorite. This one, the copper and gold, it just goes with so many things. But look at that. Or you can turn it and use the darker. Especially with our little fox. Yeah, we'll get these. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany will, but it'll just give her some time. So for right now, if you want the ribbons separate, I'm going to show them again. So Tiffany, but she remembers. This one is because she loves this one too, and she used this one on her Star Wars album. So it's the silver with the black, and then the gold and the rust. Then you have your ivory pom-poms mini. Then you have your white minis. So I'm going to use those. And then you have beige, because it's got the gold tint seam binding. Then you have the medium blue and the royal blue, if you want the darker. Oh, I love those too. And I love these ribbons. They're so pretty. Now, that is, let me show you what I use now. That's the paper, but I want to show you not only does some of, so if you've purchased this, if you have purchased the Simple Vintage Snow, Fresh Snow, see all these blues? And I did use some. Anything with the blues and the tans. Now, I did put a little bit of the green on here. It's going to go beautifully with this collection. So you buy one of each collection, you're going to probably get 5 or 6 different projects. I'm going to move the sticker sheet because I want to show you this, especially this side. I pulled this last night and I was like, oh my goodness. That is the Snug and Warm Simple Story one. I want to show you with the bunnies. Isn't that gorgeous? The owls. It's just, it was like, oh my goodness. You guys, this Simple Stories was like too perfect. I'm like, this is crazy that it goes so well with these collections. See this one? My collection back here. Look at this. I have to separate that because I think it's absolutely gorgeous together with the Simple Stories. Like I was talking about, if you just came on, I'm somewhat limited because everything's printed here. I own one of the dies. Dies are expensive. Just to have that one die made at that time was $850. It should be over a couple thousand, or over 1,000 now. And you have to have all those specialty dies and things to create all these embellishments that the other companies can do. And being a small company, I will not outsource the United States for our stuff. And you guys know that. You know how I feel about that. So it's printed here, made here. The paper's even made here. But this one I just about died. Isn't it gorgeous for a background here? Whether you're going to, there we go, put it, use, it's just gorgeous. What can I say? Simple Stories, thank you. They have really, and even the dot on the other side, the dark, dark navy. It's just so cool. Yes, Tiffany would like a gift. No. Okay, let's go through this Simple Stories paper a little bit more, because I have to tell you, even these blues, Winter Wonderland, those are going to work. So say you've made your project with, the reason I have all this, I am going to be making a project. We've got a beautiful birdhouse that's going to go with this. You've got the, you can, oh my gosh, I just was shocked how much this will mesh up with this collection. The greens, of course, won't. I just got to get this blue. Let me show you this. We got a blue plaid. We've got some more blue from Simple Stories. We've got even some of the Simple Stories cut aparts if you want to change that look a little bit. And if you want to bring in some more of just this speckledy snow, and then you could even bring in this page, because we've got so much of the blues. But you guys, there is so many different things you can do with this. With these two collections, can you imagine the amount of projects you're going to make? Now, let's get into some of this other fun stuff. But I did use a lot. I did use a lot of it on here, that the blue. So I took my, you can see where I've taken them off. Wonderland. Anything of the blues, the browns. You can even introduce some of the green. Snow is falling, but I used and bundle up. So a lot of this just goes. You know how we talked about the snowman being kind of our layout sheet? That's where you can use these words like I did on the cover of my album. So if this is going to be your layout, you've got tip words. And you got the grandkids out playing in the snow, and then you just need something to finish off your layout. It was a match made in heaven. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know. Oh, you're right, Rhea. It did. Look at this. Look at that. Is that not cute? Put your photos down here. I'm just dying. I am just dying how awesome these two are doing together, which we don't want. I used a bunch of these hearts too. I don't want to lose them. The browns are going to mix and match just great. Let me move my snowman. Then we've got all these fun elements. So what you don't use on Simple Stories project, you just bring it on over and you use it with Country Craft Creations. Now, this is where I got really excited. And I thought, why didn't I make a bigger project where I could use this? Again, you make the frame. You add your shaker element, whatever you like, you add it here. And you put the grandkids or the kids in there. And you've got a beautiful layout. Then we have the floral. That one will go. I would even use these with it. Then we've got some really big ones here. And again, maybe you just want a big photo in here or here, or you want to use that for your shaker frame. Turn it that way, add some pretty shakers in there. Oh, it would be a gorgeous winter banner. Me, I'm excited, Tiffany. I am so excited. I was so excited when I saw how well this mashes together. I could not believe how well it matched. This is just like, oh my gosh. Last night, my husband came down. He says, "You've already made a project with that?" We just picked it up from the printer this morning. Well, no, it was actually about 2 o'clock yesterday. I picked it up from the printer. And then you also have some greenery and floral. The greenery and the browns, they go great. And we have our winter signs. And again, you've got plenty there to work with. I would take the brown and the white and the blue, actually even your dark blue. So your glitter enamel dots are going to go. I did use some of these on the inside. I used the hot cocoa. And again, you've got your skates. So, and I used some of this on the inside. Yeah, I couldn't wait last night. I had to dive in because when I saw that I was going to be able to add my simple stories while I was in the store yesterday, and I put this up to it, I'm like, I'm in heaven. And not only that, but I can use the papers. I can use the cut aparts from Simple Stories, and that doesn't always happen. But that is that big ephemera piece, the big bits. Then that comes with the collection, our collection. And again, that was the chipboards from the foam stickers. This was from the big bits. Gina, yes, these embellishments are Simple Stories, fresh vintage snow that's brand new to our website, and the paper collection. And then we've been working on Winter Magic since July, and it just, everything kept coming up. We couldn't get it done. And Winter Magic, this paper collection, it's Country Craft Creations. This is mine. And it is going to be here in just a few minutes. We're going to add it to the website. Tanya is standing by for the final word because I knew once I showed it, you guys are then going to see everything I'm adding to it. Even if you just pick up these single sheets from Simple Story, just pick up the whole collection because you're going to use it. I've got designers working with Fresh Snow. This is going to Tiffany Monday morning because this is her collection. I got to put it all back together. And then all of these golds and blues, my colors, they're listed on the website. Tanya's made sure they're all there, or watch this video and just write them down. And see, you get 3 sheets of all the main papers. So you get the 8x8, the 12x12, the Simple Stories, and you've got a good 5 or 6 projects that you're going to be able to make, because you're going to be able to stretch the whole collection between these 2 lines. Because this is mine, that's Simple Stories, and it couldn't have been more perfect with our collection. I was just shocked. That one, oh, let me turn this over. It has the snowflake. I mean, not the snowflakes, these cut aparts. So you can use the cut aparts like that one. They go great. Okay, let me see. I have one more thing to show you and tell you about. If you are in Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations on Facebook, then you've heard us talk about the New Year's Eve. Our New Year's Eve crop. It starts at 4 p.m. on New Year's Eve, and then it goes into next day. Well, we will take a break and go to bed. But I just want to show you really quick, because it's free. I do the crop every year. This is our 8th year. It's free. The designers have volunteered to do projects. You'll find it on their YouTube, but we will be in the group. I am going to be creating, so I'm not going to show it all. I'm creating with you the ladies writing journal, and you can get this collection, excuse me, and you may already have it. It's called, it's Prima's Home Baker. And then we're going to have a purse that our little project goes into. So be sure to head over to Country Craft Creations, no scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, and look for the link to sign up for it's free. It's absolutely free. It's a New Year's Eve crop and then a New Year's Day crop. But all you need to do is write them down and shop on those right there. Oh, Tanya, I thought you listed every one of them when we were in the store. Okay, well, we'll get that fixed because I will put them on there. And so be sure to sign up for our New Year's Eve virtual retreat, our virtual crop. It's not a retreat, it's a crop. So you use your own papers. So you can use anything you want with the designers projects. And we'll be doing more sneak peeks coming up soon. And then head on over, excuse me, to Winter Magic. And Tiffany is going to try to add as many links as possible on scrapbookers for you that will go with all of this. Because I know I showed you so much stuff. I did. But it's so fun. Use your imagination when choosing your embellishments. But just go with the Simple Stories Vintage Fresh Snow and you're good to go. Along with all of these colors. And you are set. So thanks for watching and joining me on this wonderful Saturday. And I'll see you probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll try and get a tutorial, do this tutorial for you if you guys want the little folio. Super easy. Have a great day.